This isn't some kind of clickbait. The post office told me that they're not going to accept my packages anymore. Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. Welcome to the cabin. Thanks for joining us. My name is Kevin. If you haven't watched us before, if you have, well, I'm mad at you if you have, to be honest with you. I've got a problem. The post office, this is no joke. This isn't some kind of clickbait. The post office told me that they're not going to accept my packages anymore unless I do something. And I'm going to tell you about that in just a minute, but I've got a ton of sales. I'm going to go like maybe 4 or 5 sales in, and then we're going to talk about that topic today. And we do have pretty good sales. Like I said, 22 or 3, something like that going out of here with $721 coming in. Not bad. Let's take a look. Now, this first sale is one I don't have. Well, I have it on videotape, but I haven't made a video of it yet. It was one of my favorite sales from last year. Not for the money, but because of the people I met. I really do need to dig through that one and find that one and make a video out of it. All the Marvin the Martian stuff. I've sold some of it in the past, but this one right here, a little bitty one, I think this is it. The smallest one I think sold. Applause, $19.99. This one has the tags. Whenever I see tags, boy, I pick them up. That one sold for $10 plus shipping. Wow, already made a mistake. That was $12 plus shipping. Hey, I think that's the voice for Winnie the Pooh, y'all. I think. Y'all know him? Oh, I can't remember his name. It escapes me really quick, but one of the voices for it. Holloway? Sterling Holloway? Does that sound right? Holy Bible, KJV. That's a nice looking Bible right there. And it's got some markings in it. So hopefully we showed those in the listing. $20. This was a freebie, I think. I've got a few different lots of Bibles, but I think that was one of the freebie lots. $20 plus shipping. I have a couple of Wizard, let's see there. ColecoVision, Atari 2600, Wizard of War, and Smurfs. Not huge money in these. They would be really hard sellers without the manuals with it, but the manuals are there. They're in good condition. That's not it. There's the Smurfs right there. This one came from a once-in-a-lifetime sale with all those sealed VHS, if you recall. Those first run sealed VHS. Always clarify. I still get people every day sending me messages, so not too much money here. I think total $21. 2 different sales. 21 bucks. 10 and 11, or 11 and 10, or 10. I don't know. You know what I mean. So another Marine Corps backpack bag thing. Really heavy duty, nice stuff. Put it out there to sell. Took an offer for one. The next one sold without an offer. And I put them out there to sell quick because they're big and I need this space because I got to list a ton of stuff in, say, the next 3 weeks so I can get rid of it before garage sale season starts. And I really already started. I saw 2 in my area last week and I didn't even go. I'm like, nope, not going. Not going. I got plenty of stuff to list. And if I went, I would just buy. Even if they're great deals, I'm just not going. A little self-discipline. 80 bucks here, $79 plus shipping. I get tons of questions about, how big this shed is, where I got my shed from. I get tons of questions about my t-shirts, where I get those from. I get tons of questions about how do I ship X, Y, or Z. And it sounds really snarky when I give an answer, is you got to find the right box. Get a big box. Get a big box that's the right size for the item. And that's the easiest way to do it. Now, there's all kinds of different methods for different things. But when you're dealing with something like that, you got to get a long, skinny box. Not too skinny, but skinny enough to put that in it. And it usually does the trick. All right, you don't need a box for the next one. I don't even know where I put it. Might have to dig it out here. I think it might, you know what, I bet you I put it over here. Not with the golf stuff. Yep, there it is right there. No box needed for these. All right, so I'm insane. I realize that. I have problems. Most of you, if you watch the Trash to Cash podcast, I started talking about this the other day, but Dave and Carrie didn't want to hear about it. These are for golf gloves. They're little buttons that go on golf gloves. And I sell the golf gloves in lots. You know, I don't make much money, but when I do that lost and found sale, I want to make sure that we, you know, get it to people who need it, and I make a little bit of money. And so a lot of the gloves I get, they're not in good enough shape to sell. So I take the little buttons off and people buy them. They're ball markers. They come off your glove and you use them for ball markers on the green. And those sold for, what do they sell for? $5 plus shipping? I don't know. I probably shouldn't, but what the heck, right? I'm going to make like Almost $4 on it. All right, let's talk about the post office for just a second. So when you've been doing this a long time, as many of you know, I've been doing it over 20 years, you develop relationships with people that you drop off to or that come and pick up from you. I used to go to a different post office. I've probably been to 3 or 4 different post offices around here on a regular basis. The one that I do most of my drop-off on right now is the one that I'm having a little bit of an issue with. The person who picks up the mail has changed many, many times in the last 2 years. As you're well aware of, there's kind of a labor crisis, especially for the post office. And we have had tons of turnover. And the pickups is, well, to be honest, I just can't do them because the times I've tried has been so unreliable that I just can't afford to not have, 40 packages picked up and scanned in. It's been bad, so I don't even test it. It's going to get dropped off. Now, my parents, fortunately for me, my dad oftentimes takes it for me. They have a P.O. box there, and so do I, of course. And so it's a little bit easier for me on occasion to send them with him because he's headed in there anyway. Sometimes I do it. Sometimes I have my wife do it when she's on the way to do babysitting or whatever she's doing with the kids, gymnastics and all that stuff. Well, I say all that just to say that I usually develop on purpose good relationships with the people that I depend on. And that's true of the post office I'm talking about as well. I know a lot of those people in there, and their faces have changed dramatically. Not their faces, the faces have changed. That sounded terrible. The faces have changed in there quite a bit in the last year, really 2 years. And so you lose them. They're not there anymore for whatever reason. They've moved on, they've quit, they're on vacation, whatever. And so the last few times I've been in there and my dad's been in there for me, they've said, hey, can you print off the manifest? What do they call it? Is that what they call it? The manifest, the scan sheet for all these items. And I've told them in many different ways, basically, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not trying to be a pain in the butt, but there's a couple reasons why I do it. The most important reason why I do it, and you're going to think I'm nuts here, is I don't have a regular printer. I don't think you can print those things off on a thermal printer, that whole sheet. Matter of fact, I'm pretty certain you can. If you can, then you can tell me how to do it and I'll print them off. But one of those, on a little tiny thermal printer, I don't think I can do it. There's also some other reasons. There's multiple platforms because of you guys. So I'm going to blame it on you. It's all your fault. Because the last few times we've gone in there on a Wednesday, there's been massive amounts. If you take the eBay sales and all the stuff coming out of the merch store that you guys have bought, we've walked in there with 400 items before, or in the last couple of weeks, twice. We've done it twice in the last couple of weeks. And let me tell you, they weren't terribly friendly. And the last time they said, we're not going to take your packages anymore unless you bring in a scan sheet. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And so, well, they told that to my dad, and he came back and told me, they're like, they're not going to take your packages anymore. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's the post office. They have to take my packages. So I started looking up. I don't see anything. I don't see a rule or anything. Maybe I'm missing something out there. Has anybody at the post office told you they're not going to take your packages without a scan sheet if you're doing, 20, 30, 40, 50 items? And I realize a lot of you have pickup and you do different things. But I've never had that problem. And I even took it to a different post office for a different reason just yesterday. Didn't have a problem at all. So I don't know. I don't know what the issue is out there. I really don't know how to handle it other than to go in and to talk to the, I guess, what is it, a postmaster in each location? Is that what they have? Each one have somebody? I'm sure they have somebody in charge. And go in there and discuss it and talk about that a little bit. But I wanted to get your feedback to see if you've had any issues like that and to see if this is something that's coming down the pike here. Are they going to require people that do over X amount, 50 or 100, that they have to bring in that manifest? I'd be curious to know. Let me know in the comments. I guess if it is, I'm going to have to get another printer, huh? and print. Does Pirate Ship have the I'm sure they do, right? Have a manifest sheet. Is that what they call them, manifest sheets? Y'all can tell me that I'm crazy in the comments. All right, this, did I get this at the, what was it called? I don't think I did get it there. I was going to say that plush sale. That $300 plush sale. I don't remember where I got this, to be honest with you. But it took a long time to sell. But it finally did. It's not bad. $18 plus shipping. Sold a Wii 2 game. I can find it. Just Dance. Is it kids? I hope it's kids, because that's the only Wii one I see. I guess we'll find out in a minute. Just Dance Kids 2014. That one sold, that's pretty good. $13 plus shipping for that? That seems like a little bit more than I would expect. Sold a Betty Crocker cookbook, and you know, if you're into selling cookbooks, you'll know. I think I saw on Rachel Strickland's channel, she bought a ton of cookbooks. A lot of them are really, really good. Some of them aren't so good. Both of these are decent. And I bought this just the other day at a private pick. I can't remember where I got that one, to be honest with you. But I'm happy I did, because it sold. The spiral ones do pretty good. And both of these are spiraled, but you got to look them up because there's huge money differences between them. I think I saw Kayla Homeschool and Picker pick a couple good ones up one time. So there can be good ones, there can be bad ones. This is an okay one, I think. Well, I'd say it's good. I probably paid next to nothing for it. And it sold for $38 plus shipping. Sounds like the heater just came on. Hey, that reminds me, I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I think all the critters, if you watch this channel a little bit, you know, the animals just kind of, they know I'm a softie, I guess. I don't really quite get it. When on the way down here today to do some work before we started filming this, there was 9 deer standing right there. Turner and me sat and watched them for a while. So, at any rate, I sold another bag. This isn't a huge profit, but I was surprised to see them. I thought maybe this would go for a little more, but it didn't. And it took a while to go for this, I think. It's a Victoria's Secret bag. I think this is the right one. I'll have to double check, to be honest with you. But it was new. Oop, box just fell over on me. And it sold for $16 plus shipping. Thought we'd get a little bit more, but I think I paid $1, maybe $2 for it. Next one is normally an item that a lot of people will say, you know, stay away from these. And I think that's true a lot of times, but it's not true all the time. It's a Webkinz, and this is a Corgi, and it's going, I think the name was Tyler. It's going out to your daughter, so I appreciate it. And I want to say it was around $10 or $11 plus shipping. Maybe $11.95, I can't remember. I'll look in a second. But that's a Corgi. It's an awesome looking Corgi from Gans. And I hope your daughter enjoys it. This has no code on it, so you got to be careful with those. And he said that he loves the fact that our kids are learning how to hustle and make some money. And I think, to be honest with you, I think what my kids are learning how to do is to hustle me. I think that's what they're trying to do. And that's a Welsh Corgi over there for our friends in Wales. And the Corgi was $11.95 plus shipping. This only went out for $9, but it was from the Lost and Found sale, so it's definitely pure profit. It's just a sunglass clamshell from Callaway, so no big deal there. All right, when Turner comes in, Sophie comes in, huh, Soph? And Turner, you pointed out a couple things to me. The first one he pointed out, which was kind of funny, was, who's this over here? Forky. Yeah, Forky. That just made an appearance over here, like literally like 10 minutes ago. I'm like, I'm going to put that out here. We'll see. And then look who sold. Isn't that funny coincidence? Mm-hmm. And then he pointed out, since the day, you know, he's like, do you change that every day? And I pointed out the year. And so if you see that, a viewer sent that to me, and I can't remember your name. I'm so sorry. Tell me who it is. And that is the day, the day that I decided I was not going to go back to teaching last year, February 27th, or excuse me, 17th, 2021. So there you go. I made that video and I said that in there, and that viewer sent it to me. So that's what that's from. That's the day I said I was going to stay home and bug you to death all the time, every day, instead of going to school. All right, those are for $15 plus shipping. I need to total up your money here. It's getting close to the end of the month. See how much you're making. And let's see. This went to, I think the name was Joseph. Hold on a minute. Yep, it's Joseph. And they're from Chatham, Virginia. Not too far away. I used to coach against the military academy down there. So anyway, thank you, Joseph. And he was so kind. He's like, hey, you know, I had number 7 boxes. I was going to come meet you. Isn't that nice of him? Because I was all out of those boxes. All right, so, whoop, I just dropped my phone. So who you got there?
Woody and...
That ain't Woody?
No, this.
Oh, yeah, Woody.
Woody.
And Jesse, is that the name?
No,
Jesse.
I don't know.
Yeah, Woody and Jesse. Did you like, when we went down to Florida, did you like the ride? What was the ride? Slinky? The Slinky ride? The dog ride?
Oh,
Remember that? Yeah, the Toy Story Land. That was a pretty cool ride, huh? Huh, Sophie? You don't care, do you, girl? Nope, $15 plus shipping. Definitely enough for you to do what?
Save $1, spend $1, and donate $1. Bye.
I just remembered that this was probably on here, and there you go. So Shannon, thank you. I appreciate that very much. And she said it was shaped in the, kind of shaped like Virginia, and it kind of is for sure. We would be living about there. So We think so. Are you glad I'm home to give you treats all day? I bet you are. And this is the Nike Mach Speed Sasquatch clubhead cover. This one sold for $15 plus shipping. All right, I lied. It's over $15 free shipping. Next one's interesting. It was a viewer who sent me a message, and this viewer is a new reseller and is I think a new skateboarder at age 50. They said they picked up skateboarding, and they have a new YouTube channel, and they're like, hey, you know, this is something that's really cool. I've been looking at it for a while, so I sent them an offer, and I think we gave half offer, 25 bucks. We've already made money on these. We've sold 2 already. We're in the profit. 25 bucks plus shipping on this one. And I don't think I got your YouTube channel. So leave it in the comments or just send me another message and I'll give you a little shout out. And maybe you do a video of yourself, 50-year-old skateboarder out there. I know there's a bunch of you out there. I see one down the street. He's got the whole setup for it, and he's got to be, he's probably in his mid to late 50s. I don't know. Sounds like a good way for me to get hurt. So there you go. There it is. That actually is a really good board. It's got the trucks on it too. I probably should have just taken them off, sold them separate. I could have made more money, but I don't really care. I'm glad a viewer is getting it. And what is the name of this? How come I can't remember? Spitfire Joker. And I think if you get one of these in great shape with the graphics and kind of like use it as a display piece, I think you could probably get close to $100 for it. Next one is a failed when in doubt, parted out item. And we're making a little money because there's a few parts from Bargain Hunter you can sell off. Bargain Hunter used to be a pretty good game if it was complete to sell. And it just kind of dropped off lately. I used to play it with my Mumsy all the time. So Mumsy, if you're listening out there, I sold some Bargain Hunter game cards. The little credit card, plastic credit cards. Didn't make too much money on them though, because they were 30% off, which took them down to $6.25 free ship, but at least they're gone. Have one more sale I almost forgot about. I used to sell the heck out of these things. The rolling ones, you know, you put your computer bag in it. They get pretty big, but just a little carry-on bag. It's in decent shape. Sold for $29 plus shipping. Like I said, I used to sell a bunch. I'd pick them up for $5-10 bucks, make some money. But I don't know. At $10, I don't even know what I paid for that. But at $10 to sell for $29, you got to ship that thing FedEx or UPS. I don't know. Probably gonna avoid those in the future unless they're like $5 or less and in great shape. We got a great night in the cave tonight. We got a bunch of sales in here. A couple from right here. Aquavelva, vintage Aquavelva Frost Lime. This also came, I can't remember if it was the first time or second time we went back, but this one came from the once in a lifetime sale as well. Vintage cologne right there, a little aftershave. $30 plus shipping for this one. Sold a couple of pinballs. This is the last of the double listing, I think. Or maybe, no, I don't know. I still have some in there. I forgive Turner upstairs. He's upstairs. Mama's going to be home in a minute. And so she doesn't let him fake play football in the house. But I do. Hopefully she's not watching this. So he's up there trying to be Cooper Kupp for 5 more minutes before she gets home. So pinball's headed out the door. $6 plus shipping. When in doubt, parted out. It's that reel to reel. And Tiak, somebody told me that's how you pronounce it. I always said teak. So y'all tell me how to pronounce it down there. That reel to reel's paid off big time. And these went out for $22. It's just cables. There's 2 of them like this. And then another power cable. And then some other parts. I think we have 5 parts left. And we're way into the profit at this point. $22 plus shipping. Sold a pink Ralph Lauren shirt, men's shirt. Pretty nice condition. That one sold for $19 plus shipping. Sold a Pioneer Woman, like, I don't even know what, it's just a figurine, like, ornament type thing. I don't know. I think we paid a dime for these. Sold for $8 free ship. All right, last one's kind of making me a little sad, to be perfectly honest with you. Because it has been here for a while, and I get so many hate comments about it. So I guess I won't get it anymore. And I'll have to find something to put in this spot. It was so perfect. It's a cigar box purse. I picked it up at a sale, and this is like one of a kind. They put this thing on there. It's a girl, you know, scantily clad in her tennis outfit. Somehow has tripped over the net of some sort. I'm not quite exactly sure what's going on here, but her top is half off, and I'm sure Blue Ridge Mom will be happy this is gone. But boy, I get so many hate comments about this, and it's sold. I think I paid, I know I didn't pay more than $5 for it. And I got it from somebody who was having a sale. It's another YouTuber, and I can't remember their name, but it was purely by accident that I ran into this person down there. I didn't know who they were, and they didn't know who I was. But At any rate, double Coronas. A cigar box. Some sweet Bakelite looking handles as well. I think they are Bakelite actually. So I put a high price on it because it was one of a kind. Finally brought the price down a little bit. Sold for $40 plus shipping. This is to a viewer. My daughter and I are longtime viewers and wanted to say thank you for your knowledge and your videos. I have wanted to purchase this for a while and noticed it was on sale a while back, which we did. We reduced the price. I think it was $50 and we reduced it to $40. And finally pulled the trigger, and they say they are from Nacogdoches. Did I say that right? Nacogdoches, Texas? I think I said that right. And thank you to Allie and James. So thank y'all for that. I appreciate it, and it's headed your way. All right, Reagan, you got some tongue twisters today. Now, before you talk here, let me just say that these guys here, we're going to mention just a couple people who bought them. We're still getting, you know, so many orders, but it is slowing down just a little bit, and we're going to start to thank everybody soon. I hope. Well, I don't know if I hope we will or not, but forgive us if you don't get a thank you, but we're doing our best. All right, we got 5 people today, right? What do you got?
Tyler, and he got a gray shirt. Chantel, and she got a We Get Things moving sticker. Anthony and Ariana got a gray shirt and an Enema Man. And then Priya, yeah. Priya got
Commonwealth flipper sticker. You got it. A flipper sticker.
Yeah.
I think that's it. That's what you get out of my backpack. Have you seen it?
I think she got an Enema Man too.
An Enema Man too. And we shipped out so many. We are approaching 400. I think that's right. Are we over that? Sales so far. So we're not going to run out anytime soon, but eventually, I suppose. I wonder, we have 100 more of these left, Reagan. Well, we have 100 plus whatever's in that bucket. If we're going to run out of these first or these first. I don't know. I think we're going to run out of these first. I think. We'll see. And somebody bought one of these, but hasn't paid just yet. They sent me a message. So, and we're going to have another one. We're auctioning off one of those a week. What do you think? Is that pretty good? All right, baby. Thank you for your help.
Bye. And don't forget to get your sticker at commonwealthsticker.com.
All right, y'all. I told you I quit my job on that day last year. And so Reagan has a dad joke for you. What do you got?
I hate my job. All I do is crush cans. It's so depressing.
It's so depressing. I like it. Thank you, Reagan.
Bye.
All right, all of the new old stock vintage ET stuff we got from Ivan, from my guy Ivan. Ivan, you're awesome. That can't all fit in these drawers. So, man, I think I said this before, I need to vacuum in here. Maybe I'll find somebody to pay to vacuum for me. Somebody named Turner. That one right there, I don't know, is that a flower, y'all? This one sold for $6 plus shipping. I'm trying to think what scene in the video has that. Anyway, and then this one sold for $8 plus shipping. This one went to Michelle. I think it's a viewer. Bought 2 of them. It could not be a viewer, but bought that one too. $8 plus shipping. I think that one's my favorite. Although the 3D head is pretty darn cool. So new old stock, Universal Studios. And I like that. It's a pretty good little sale right there. All right, hey, I want to show you this really quick. And I forgot we're doing the Matt Part-Time Picker giveaway here in just a second. So this is that backpack. Remember I said find the right box? Well, in this case, I didn't even want to go inside because it's pouring down rain outside. I'm like, let's see what I can find in here. And I have those small Lowe's boxes. Those are cheap, y'all. You know, I know you don't want to pay for boxes. I get it. But it's an $80 sale. And I'm going to spend, you know, $250 on 2 boxes to put it together and save myself some time and space because those are all folded up. And that went out UPS and it cost $18, I think, 77 cents, $18.77. That one down there was a perfect box. I don't know why I had it in here, but it was in here for something. Perfect box for that Swiss Army luggage. So there you go. Hey, we're going to do that part-time picker giveaway. I already ran it, actually, and I'm going to read you the name here in just a second. But first, Bob and Matt, thank you for buying the plans for the Commonwealth Commonwealth Picker shipping table. It's a tongue twister. I've said it 800 times, but it's a tongue twister. Hopefully y'all enjoy that. I appreciate it. Don't forget to send us a picture if you're on Instagram. I love seeing those. And hey, 3 people bought Rolos yesterday off of our links, which is really cool. And we get a little portion of that money. So thank you so much for doing that. If you're going to get a Rolo, you know, if you're going to get a thermal printer, You know, don't do it unless you're going to do it. We appreciate it, but I don't want people spending money that they don't need to spend. Like, of course, on an Enema Man. That's a necessity, of course. In that case. Any rate, thank you so much. And also, oh, Marilyn Mack, thank you so much. I have not given you a thank you. You've had boxes back there forever. Finally, the kids went through them, picked out a bunch of stuff. Blue Ridge Mama, you're very, very kind to go out of your way to send us that stuff. Thank you so much. And what else? Oh, the giveaway. Here we go. The giveaway, the winner was Catherine McTee. And our family enjoys watching, she says. So thank you very much. If you heard this, send me an email with what your comment was on here, along with an email. Hopefully I can recognize there, and I've got a way to confirm it. And then we'll send you off that Matt Part-Time Picker hat. And don't forget to go tell him thank you, too. So, well, I don't know. I think I bought those. I think I bought 2, and he sent me 4. So, yeah, go tell him thank you. Anyway, thank y'all, and I can't wait to see you next.